Hi everyone! Welcome back to Ate Sanang's Thoughts. This is your Ate Sanang, ang iyong malabot na sangkay. So yeah, we're in the middle of the pageant season where everything's heating up and excitement is hyping up about the Miss Universe pageant which will be happening in the next 2 weeks. Simultaneously though, there are things happening online too with the Miss Earth 2023 pageant where they just wrapped up their presentation of world landmarks. I hope you guys were able to catch this, okay? And in this video, I will be sharing with you my 5 favorite landmark presentations by this year's Miss Earth candidates. I will also be giving my insights about the videos, so I hope you stay tuned for that, okay? At this juncture though, let me just take this short moment to acknowledge the 35 new subscribers of the channel. Know guys that your support is greatly appreciated. And to all my subscribers, damo masalamat ha inyong tanan. Now, here's my intro and let's get on with the review. Okay, here we go with the review at number 5, so please watch this.
Hello Miss Earth! Welcome to Vietnam! I am feeling over the moon to see Miss Earth 2023 come to my beloved homeland, Vietnam. And as a Vietnamese citizen, I am extremely proud to have been born in a country so incredibly beautiful.
North Vietnam is a land of enchantment. The iconic rice terraces of Sapa and the snow-capped peak of Phan Xiphan, the highest mountain in Vietnam and the Indochina Peninsula. Hat Long Bay is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Trang An is a natural wonder with its lush forests, towering limestone cliffs, and winding rivers. Last but not least, Hanoi. The capital of Vietnam is a 1,000-year-old city with a rich history and culture. Vietnam's central region is where the wild beauty of nature meets the romance of history and culture. From the mysterious depths of Sun Dong Cave, one of the largest natural caves in the world, to the colorful and romantic streets of Hoi An ancient town. And at Ban Na Hills, the Golden Bridge seems to float in the sky, offering stunning views of the surrounding mountains and valleys. In the ancient capital of Hue, centuries-old royal palaces and lush gardens blend together in a scene of timeless beauty. The southern region of Vietnam is a land of contrasts, where modern life and natural beauty meet in perfect harmony. Ho Chi Minh City, the country's most vibrant city, is a bustling metropolis with a rich history and culture. The Mekong Delta, a fertile plain of rice fields and floating markets, is a feast for the senses. The U Minh Thung Mangrove Forest, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a haven for wildlife. There's also Phu Quoc Island, a tropical paradise off the coast of Vietnam. Beyond its mainland, Vietnam is also home to many beautiful archipelagos, especially Hoang Sa and Trường Sa Islands. Both hold great significance in my homeland.
I love my country, Vietnam, deeply. And as Miss Earth Vietnam, I am committed to preserving its natural beauty and sharing it with the rest of the world. I am Do Thị Lan Anh, your Miss Earth Vietnam 2023, and I warmly welcome you to my beautiful home, Vietnam!
Yes, at my number 5 is Miss Vietnam. What I love about this presentation of Miss Vietnam is how it used such a short amount of time to show us essentially the entirety of Vietnam. It's really very efficient, I must say. While the change of scenes quite quick from one landmark to another, you can feel that it was not rushed, as you can have ample time to appreciate the beauty of the scenery being presented. I also love the fact that Miss Earth Vietnam, Do Thị Lan Anh, was not in every scene of the video, and they just focused more on showing the breathtaking sceneries and beauty of Vietnam. Diba? That is so lovely. Fourth on my list is Philippines. Please watch this.
Land where its resounding past is etched, from its nature old as time down to its cobbled streets and iconic structures.
This
as my beloved Philippines.
I have always been enchanted to the wonders of my homeland, a nation whose landmarks are not just architectural marvels, but portals to a rich history, embodiments of diverse cultures, and beacons of hope for our united, sovereign future. One look, and we are transported back in time. But look elsewhere, to the countryside, and you will find a profound love for nature that our ancestors have nurtured throughout generations, connecting us to our land, to our earth.
In my numerous visits across the countries and in stories that I share to others, I make sure to bring attention not only towards our country's postcard landmarks, but also to our hidden gems, where each place continues to teem with biodiversity and livelihood. And these are the natural landmarks of the Philippines that I wish to talk about.
The Mayon volcano, called the world's most perfect volcanic cone because of its symmetry. The Tabon Cave in Palawan, considered as the Philippines' cradle of civilization. The Enchanted River in Barroba, Surigao, which has left an indelible mark in my memory as a place of untapped potential. The subterranean river of Puerto Princesa, with a cave system of limestone cliffs and endemic wildlife, officially recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Sites, considered to be of outstanding value to humanity. Our country's natural landmarks stand the test of time as magnificent testaments to the enduring power of nature, protected by the culture that binds our ancestors to our land.
And we must remember that these landmarks that we need to protect are the same places that protect us in return.
Now, I know already the beauty of the Philippines, and I have visited few of the landmarks that Eliana talked about, so I'm not surprised that she has come up with such a beautiful presentation. More than the magnificent sceneries presented, what I love more about this is the storytelling. The storytelling that's so effective, which gets me excited again to see these places even though I've seen them quite a number of times already. In short, the script is very creatively written, similar to her introduction video, and I would say props to Ilyana for that. And while you can see Ilyana in almost every scene of the video, her presence is not at all incommodious. Di katulad sa iba na halos nakakaumay na char, but really, I loved it. That's our Eliana Marie Adwana in her landmark presentation. At number 3, I have Miss Zimbabwe. Please
in the vibrant spirit of Zimbabwean I am a woman of the earth.
Yes, similar to what I said about the presentation of Miss Philippines, what I love about this presentation of Miss Zimbabwe is the storytelling. But more than the scripting, it's the delivery that gets me to like this. How the script was delivered was full of heart, and you can feel the proudness in her voice about her country, which was kind of odd for me because she's doing it in a voiceover effect. How she reads the script seems to me like she's acting and she's putting all her heart and soul into it. And I love it so much. That's why it's my number 3. So that's Miss Zimbabwe. Second on my list is Miss Australia. Please watch this.
You've probably seen the Sydney Opera House or a harbour bridge, but I wanted to show you all a landmark that's much closer to home. This is the Parramatta River. This river was formed over 20 million years ago when Australia was breaking off from Antarctica. This river is very special to me because I went to high school right here. I spent a lot of time here with friends playing. But something particularly special about Parramatta River is that it connects all of us through Sydney. This river actually spans all the way out to Sydney Harbour, where the city is, and as it moves along, you get to see all different kinds of Sydney-siders. This river is also the home of our Parramatta eels. And my grandmother, when she visits Sydney, the number one thing she loves to do is catch the ferry from here, and as she travels all the way along the river out to the harbour. And if you do it at sunset, it's so beautiful. I wanted to offer you a landmark that's free to see and something that's a little bit different and shows more of Sydney than you might just see on the surface. So this is my home and this is our Parramatta River. Historically, this river actually was a dumping ground for industry. So at the base of it, there are a lot of chemicals, a lot of metals, but the environmental protection authorities in Australia have worked really hard to clean our river and maintain it to the point that a lot of points along the river are actually swimmable, which is amazing. And it's made it a lot safer for the marine life that makes its way through in here, and also the freshwater or estuarine life makes it through down. Yeah, I just wanted to share with you this little slice of my home.
What I love about this landmark presentation of Miss Australia is the story of why she chose the landmark she presented, the personal connection it has to her and her grandmother, and why she wants to share this landmark with us all. I love that she touches on the history of how the river was created, how it got polluted at one point in time, and how it was rehabilitated. When she said that, it just gets me curious to go and see it. Overall, what I love about it is not the landmark in itself, but how she convinced me to see the river without trying to convince me. Her soft, calming voice just really would make you decide outright to go there. I'm not sure though if I'm making sense, but that's how I felt about listening to her. So would you agree with me? Alright, so that's Miss Australia at number 2. And at number 1, my number 1 pick is that of Miss New Zealand. Please watch this.
Much personal pride in the knowledge that New Zealand was the first country in the world to sign a partnership treaty between the indigenous people, the Māori, and the British Crown on behalf of all tō iwi. This momentous event took place on February 6, 1840 at Waitangi, a place in the far north of New Zealand. On this date, every year we celebrate Waitangi Day nationally for this achievement, appropriately known as the Treaty of Waitangi. The signatories were the British Crown representatives and 40 Māori chiefs from different tribes. This document and 8 other copies were taken by sea around the country to secure and celebrate this understanding with all Māori. Te Whare Runanga is a beautifully carved meeting house designed in traditional Māori form and built from timber and other natural materials. The meeting house reflects the Māori stories and carving styles of iwi, or tribes, from across New Zealand, and unites not only Māori and Pākehā, but all New Zealanders. The flags that we fly today are the 3 official flags New Zealand has had since 1834. Te Kara, the flag of the United Tribes of New Zealand, the Union flag, and the New Zealand flag.
Yes, the production of this video is very simple, and it's one of the things that captivated me. The chanting warrior sound effects to me was very creative. I loved it. It adds to the overall atmosphere and aura of the video. And what sold me most about this, to make this my number 1 pick, is her immersed in that tribal dance to honor the indigenous people of New Zealand. She did not just tell us the story about the historical and cultural relevance of the landmark she is presenting, but she's with it, in it, living it at that moment. And if Miss Australia had so much heart in her presentation, Miss New Zealand is the heart in hers, and I so love it. That's impeccable, really. So there it is, guys, my 5 favorite landmark presentation videos of the Miss Earth 2023 candidates. What can you say about this video? What can you say about this list? And did you already watch the landmark presentation series of the Miss Earth pageant? Share your thoughts in the comment section below, okay? And yet again, it's time for another farewell. But before that, please like this video so this gets recommended by YouTube. Also share this if you liked it, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This has been your Ate Sanang, and see you on next video. Ciao!